Hello, this is Tom Morrison for another edition of the Morrison Report. Here we're at the second week of veto session down in Springfield. And Tuesday, we spent most of the day talking about the sexual harassment issue that blew up in the media in the last couple of weeks. It's not just in Hollywood, but in our state capitol, there are lobbyists, there are staff members, there are legislators who brought to light some of the abuses that have happened to varying degrees over a period of time. And there was not a proper way to deal with that. And so yesterday there were a number of bills, a resolution that was brought up to provide a mechanism for people to bring complaints forward and for an inspector general to actually investigate those complaints and then properly discipline those found guilty of those abuses. What I want to say about it, though, is it is ultimately a character issue. Yes, it's important to have training. It's important to decry it. Just like ethical lapses, there should be no tolerance for sexual harassment in our state capitol, in our workplace, anywhere, in our schools, anywhere. But ultimately, this comes down to a character issue. And as someone that speaks often and loudly that social issues matter, morality matters. If you try to push those issues to the side, just say all that matters is fiscal policy, this is ultimately what you end up with, where you have individuals that are acting outside of the way that God created us to be. God created us as moral beings with a conscience. And if we violate those things, if we say that character doesn't matter as long as someone does their job well, this is ultimately what you end up with. And so a lot of things that are now coming to light, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a healthy thing. I think those that are guilty of this and have been guilty of this should be afraid of what comes out of these proceedings. And so anyway, I think this is ultimately a positive development, but we cannot just rest and just say, well, we just need better training. It ultimately is a character issue, and we as leaders and we as a society need to demand better of ourselves and of our elected officials. And so that's what I'm here to say, and I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate your feedback. Have a great day.